Are you a man too much in his feminine? Are you the sensitive type? Are you always the nice guy? The guy that women feel safe around? Let me put it in a different way. Are you the guy that never gets the girl? Well, you might be too much in your feminine energy without actually realizing it. Hello, gentlemen. My name is Apollonia Ponti. I'm a dating, relationship, and life coach for men. And in today's video, I want to give you some insight into a very interesting subject that I regularly come across during one on one coaching sessions. Very often, I see that the nice guys finish last when it comes to getting the girl. And if this is happening to you, I want to explain to you why. I know that it's super discouraging because you're thinking, wait a minute, how come women don't go for me when I'm literally the nicest, sweetest, most considerate guy ever? Why do they go for these douchebags that treat them like so badly? How does any of this even make sense? And yeah, I totally agree. It's backwards and unfair because at the end of the day, you really would make an amazing partner. But right now, something is missing in the attraction department, my friend. So before we get into it, I want you to remember that if this is your first time subscribing, you're going to get great content sent and great up-to-date, great content on this YouTube channel. So I would really recommend for you to hit that subscribe button if you're a new but here. And also to my loyal subscribers, I welcome you to comment below as I love hearing from all of you and I want to interact with you in the comments. So if you are familiar with my philosophy, then maybe you've heard me talk about something called polarity. You see, both men and women both have masculine and feminine energies. The masculine energy is that assertive, confident, directive energy that we associate with kind of like the alpha types. It's all about being active and focused on achieving goals. It's like being strong, logical, and great at problem solving. This kind of energy is direct and goal oriented, emphasizing independence and individuality. It also comes with qualities like competitiveness, leadership, and analytical thinking. And then the feminine energy is that nurturing, patient, understanding energy. It's like having empathy, compassion, and being creative and having emotional intelligence. This energy takes a nurturing and inclusive approach, valuing interconnectiveness and collaboration. It's also associated with intuition, adaptability, and the ability to hold space for others. In a relationship, both people need to show up for each other with both energies, and they need to know when to use each one of them. Now, here's the tricky part that a lot of guys get wrong. They hear me talk about the importance of having feminine energy so that a woman knows that she is heard and understood and safe and sound, but then the guy fails to properly balance it out with the masculine energy. A woman needs you to show her the masculine energy so that she can feel safe to be in her feminine. And this balance is what we call polarity. And if you're too far in your feminine, then yes, she's going to feel safe and nurtured by you, but she isn't going to feel some of the elements that are critical for emotional attraction, okay? Similarly, if you're too far in your masculine, then she will feel physically attracted to you, but not necessarily emotionally connected to you. This is why I always tell my male clients that they should be at least 70% in their masculine most of the time and leave the rest of that space of their feminine energy if they're looking for a balance. Because yes, you obviously do need to have a feminine energy. Let's say that you and your woman are having a really deep conversation and you're sharing your feelings for each other. Well, this can only happen through feminine energy. But if you're too much in 100% all the time in your masculine or too much and you avoid the conversation, it'll turn her off. Or if you're too much in your feminine and always want to talk about feelings, it'll turn her off because there's no balance. I had this one client that was dating this girl, and as he started to develop feelings for her, he started writing her love letters, sending her messages full of butterflies and hearts and emojis, talking about his feelings and his emotions day in and day out. He was even sending her some poems every single day. He showed me some of the messages that he was regularly sending her, and they were paragraphs and paragraphs. And then he was gutted when she pulled away from him. He didn't understand what he had done wrong. I had to be blunt with him and tell him that he had totally suffocated her with his feminine energy and overbearingness, and it turned her off. This issue was the polarity, well, lack thereof, I should say. A bit of feminine energy is great, but when the masculine energy is nowhere to be found, a woman will lose touch with her feeling of attraction towards you. She wants a man, not another girlfriend. Okay, guys, think about it. The same would go maybe for a woman that you're exploring. You would get turned off if she was too much in her masculine. So, women want a man that ignites that sense of excitement in her, that flirtatious feeling, that sense of mystery and push and pull. So let's take a look of how to tell if you're too much in your feminine and are turning women off. So sign number one is if you're talking about your feelings with them all the time. Women like to talk about feelings, yes, but we also need to feel the push and pull of seduction. We want a man that's clearly has his own thing going on and is strong in his mind, is independent, busy working towards his goals and ambitions, and knows that he's not trying to make this work, but he's wanting it to work. We want some mystery. We want to crave your presence at times. So if you're always around talking about your emotions, there's no room for that mystery. There's no room for us to dream and wonder what you're up to. There's no opportunity for us to miss you. And then the moment where you do express your feelings don't feel so special if you're doing it all the time. So limit how often you're getting mushy with her, especially in the beginning stages of dating. Sign number two is when you're never say no. I often see this with the people pleaser, guys who say yes to anything a woman wants because they want to make her happy, impress her, or make her feel like you want the same things as her. But the thing is that women like a man who has his own opinions and can stand his ground when he needs to. And this can be super simple, guys. It can just be suggesting a different restaurant. If she suggests one you don't particularly like, and be letting her know that you're not actually free that night, she proposed, doing something else on the suggested other night. While it might be cute at first, women will notice if you're letting them control your life, and one of those two things can happen. They can either lose interest or they can take advantage of you. Neither option is good. So instead of doing this, be aware of your wants and your needs, and don't be afraid of asserting yourself in a compassionate, empathy way. And of course, you need to know how to compromise from time to time. But my point here is that you should never be a pushover. Sign number three is when you don't take the lead. This is huge. If you're always waiting for the woman to take the initiative to set a date, to choose a restaurant, to choose what you're going to do together, she's going to lose interest. Even the most independent women love to feel that they can fall into their feminine because their man can take the lead when he needs to. And this manifests in the little day-to-day actions of taking initiative to make reservations at a restaurant or taking care of a repair she needs at her house, for example. When you do this, you start to subconsciously communicate to her that if she needs help with something, she'll be able to rely on you. And other things to keep in mind with this is that she needs to see you take leadership with yourself as well. There's an art of pursuing in the masculine when a man pursues a woman, as he should, because this gives her the opportunity to choose and for you to choose as well. This also looks like doing things better in your life, working towards your goals and sticking to your word. So make sure you always take ownership of your actions, make independent decisions, and be responsible for your own well-being. And when you cultivate this self-leadership, you demonstrate qualities that inspire trust, respect, and admiration from your woman. Sign number four is when you are able to emotionally regulate. When you're unable to emotionally regulate. This is another huge one. And this basically means thinking about before you act. We all have those moments where we act before we think and do something we aren't necessarily proud of afterwards. But you need to make sure that you're able to maintain calm, especially during difficult conversations, and make sure that you're really hearing what the woman is saying. If you just get lost in your emotions and lose your cool, she's going to see you as unstable. And women want someone who can respond to situations in a healthy and productive way, which is considered a positive masculine trait. By adopting a more regulated and responsive approach to everything in your life, especially your conversations with your woman, you can naturally create much stronger bond and create an atmosphere of trust and understanding. So remember, guys, a woman wants to know that you are balanced in your masculine and feminine energies, because too much of either one can offset her attention and attraction for you. It's a delicate balance, but the more you develop self-awareness, the easier it becomes. And speaking of self-awareness, I want to let you know that I've just released a powerful attraction program. And it's a course design that you work with me for over 3 months and my team. And it is a course design that talks about all of this. There are so many men getting transformative results in this program. So if you're looking to take your dating life to the next level, if you're feeling like you're just in a slump in your dating life, you're feeling like you're not supported, or you're in the same patterns, or you're not encouraged, or you don't trust women, you don't trust yourself in dating, you're kind of getting over heartbreak, whatever the case may be, and you want to be better in attraction, and you actually want to get a healthy relationship and a high value woman, I can guarantee you when you graduate this course, if you fulfill it, you will be able to do that and get that. My success rate with this program has been extremely high. So we don't accept just everybody. I want you to make sure that you book a free dating evaluation call to see if you're a good fit for this program and see how we can help you. So I'm going to put the link right below for you to book a call. It's a free dating evaluation call. Make sure that you take advantage of this. And we're going to deep dive also too into this program on how to create flirtation and push and pull, and how to appeal to a high value woman, and how to get her attention, how to get her hooked on you. So much more. And as always, guys, if you want to continue watching, I want you to stay here with me and watch this next video right over here. It's called The 8 Types of Women Who Will Instantly Cheat on You. And I think every man has to watch this video. As always, I'll see you in the next one. And remember, you are always loved. Bye for now.